tell me, first of all, thank you for doing my love story interview. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah.
And do you mind introducing yourself to the viewers and telling us where you're
from? Sure. I am Eric, and
I'm Dustin.
We're from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Ah, perfect. So how long have you guys been together?
11 years this past April.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, are you domestic partners in Pennsylvania? Do you have that? Is that on your radar?
We do not have that. We have nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're a little behind the times when it comes to that. We have some ground to make up.
Okay. So where did you guys meet 11 years ago, or however many years ago that you met?
Well, we probably had a couple close calls or missed encounters before that, but we found out later that we had mutual friends and that there were parties or situations that we had been at that we either had just missed one another or that we were definitely there. So that was a little strange to figure out a couple years after we had been together.
It was very weird because we'd talk about, I'd say, oh, my friend so-and-so, and he'd be like, oh, yeah, no, I totally hung out with them, and it was just very weird to discover that. But we actually met at a local college that I was going to. I was president of our gay and lesbian group on campus, and so the mutual friends that Eric and I had asked him to come to a couple of meetings, and we used to go out after the meetings, like as a group, and Eric and I did not smoke, and a lot of the people did smoke at the time. So if we go to like Denny's or places like that, all those people would sort of cluster in the smoking area, and then the few of us that didn't smoke would be in another, and Eric and I just sort of gravitated toward one another.
We were the only two in the non-smoking table.
Yeah.
I would have been there with you. I've never smoked. Well, a cigarette. I have to always clarify.
It was kind of just everybody else would sit and smoke, and they were all really good friends of ours. And there were just tables around that we'd say, "Oh, we're just gonna sit over here." So it was out of necessity for our lungs. We went to a local coffee shop, kind of like open mic poetry, indie, very Lancaster City thing to do. And we went downtown, and then I think I was like dropping you back off at your car or something in the parking lot of a craft store or something. And it was kind of that like really awkward, you're going to go to your car now, but I got out of my car, so I'm just going to stand in front of you awkwardly. And I think that might have been when we had our first kiss.
I think that was the first kiss.
Yeah.
And
you are so rad. It is adorable. Are you out to both of your parents?
Yeah. I was out in high school to all of my friends, pretty much throughout high school. Or at least it kind of evolved through high school, and then came out to my parents when I was 18, I guess. We just started dating.
Yeah. So Eric was not out to his parents before, so they had sort of a double thing to process.
Yeah, they had the double whammy.
Yeah.
On Mother's Day. Hi, Mom. Love you. Happy Mother's Day.
That reminds me of my favorite line from the first, one of my thousands of favorite lines from the First Wives Club, and the daughter says, "And don't tell Daddy. I want to wait for a special time like Christmas or Father's Day."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have divorced parents, and so I have one set that's a little more liberal and one set that's a little more conservative, and so I came out when I was in my, I guess, senior year of high school. And so they sort of processed it, and it's amazing now to look back and think about all of that, because I think both of our families have embraced one another amazingly. I mean, the set of parents that I have that are more conservative, every time I talk to them, and get off the phone, they'll say, "Oh, tell Eric we said hi. Hope everything's going well." I mean, it's actually been really amazing.
And I have an aunt that says that she told my entire family when I was 3.
I bet she did.
What are you trying to say, Jason?
It's always the ants that are outing us and not telling us.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that being an out gay couple has had a positive impact on anybody in particular in your lives?
I think some people have been sort of surprised, especially in our area. I don't think they know what it looks like to be a couple like us, that it's normal, everyday stuff. But I think in our neighborhood, we definitely have. I mean, I feel like we live near and around some older people, and I think we've sort of helped to change the face of what it means to be a gay couple.
Yeah, they really like our landscaping.
I got chills, and then you made me laugh. And
sorry,
that's
gonna happen.
Yeah,
he will build you up, and I will just tear it all down.
Yeah, that's how this works. So,
a big part of this is the project is putting a face on what I say gay love, but what you look like, what we look like, and it's the same thing. Yes, maybe our landscaping's better. But there are no slings in the front yard, and
We took that down shortly after we moved in.
I'm sure it was a homeowners association rule. My uncle was here recently, and he said to me something that has sort of changed or evolved my motto with this. And he said that what he thought, and he's a straight, very liberal man in his 60s. He said that what he thought was so great about the Love Story Project was it was offering people an opportunity to start seeing people as people and not ideas. And that's, in effect, what you're saying that you've accomplished in your neighborhood. And with, these older neighbors, they now see, oh my God, there's a gay couple down the street, and so what?
I think a lot of people for so long have said, keep it to yourselves and keep it in the bedroom, because I think they assume that's only where it happens. But keep it to yourselves, keep it behind closed doors. That if they only knew, it meant watching Golden Girls at 9 o'clock and falling asleep at 9:30 and going grocery shopping on the weekends and
doing laundry.
Yeah, I think they spend so much time trying to keep it behind closed doors that it maybe is even harder for them to fathom what it looks like, because they've kind of shoved it into this crevice that makes it something that it's really not.
Yeah.
Well, that's something that being out. There was an article in the LA Times back in 2008, and I forget what the actual statistic was, but the percentage of people who were likely to vote for a gay rights issue, that number astronomically grew if they knew a gay person. And so being out and being public and being visible, to me, is like of the utmost importance. And I know there's a small fraction of people who don't have that freedom quite yet, where it's safe to do that, but it's a small percentage of all of us. Well, guys, thank you very much for taking time to do a Love Story interview with me, and I appreciate it, and love on.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, bye.
See ya.
Bye.
It's our love story, no